Reparations or compensation to descendants of enslaved Americans have begun for families in a Chicago suburb, becoming the first American city to do so.
The town of Evanston now giving eligible black residents $25,000 towards housing grants. As part of our Stronger Houston series, KPRC2's Sophia Ojeda explores the conversation of reparations here in the Houston area.
It's like they're trying to erase our...
It's like they have, the way I feel, have erased it.
Miss Mary Gardner grew up on this piece of land in New Territory, where their family's church still stands. Their now small corner lot used to be 100 acres wide. Grandson Eugene Howard says the family is still searching for answers on how it was taken from them.
My great-great-great-grandfather, Primus Jones, was a Union soldier that fought against Robert E. Lee in the Confederacy. And in 1877, he came right here where we're standing and purchased 100 acres. And in 1880, erected this church as Thompson Chapel. The most saddening part of that is that they've built baseball fields and homes on top of our cemetery where, you know, we laid our warriors to rest.
In another part of Fort Bend County, a much darker history, the discovery of the Sugar Land 95 and the state's convict leasing program.
It was an institutional system where individuals were prosecuted for sometimes no crimes, sometimes for petty crimes, and the average lifespan of a convict leasee was 7 years. What happened to them was an atrocity, you know, but we also look at it as an opportunity to heal and bring the community together.
Reverend David Sincere is part of the Society of Justice and Equality for the People of Sugar Land. He says many of the prisoners were chemists, builders, and carpenters, building railroads and homes, and they were never paid for their work, their families never reaping any benefits.
The issue concerning reparations, the issue concerning what happened after slavery is a moral issue. We're still fighting a lot of the same battles that we've been fighting for years. Having programs can all be a part of that discussion regarding reparations if that's what if we can get there.
Chris Tomlinson, a direct descendant of a slaveholder, agrees. His family came to Texas in 1849. 10 years ago, Chris decided to investigate his family's slaveholding history.
I grew up being taught by my grandfather that I should be proud that our ancestors were slaveholders, that it meant that we were part of Texas aristocracy. He also said that our ancestors were good slaveholders, that they had treated their slaves well.
But Tomlinson found out that was not true. His ancestors were brutal people who tortured those they enslaved, he says.
I don't think anyone can deny that our society did a great harm to African Americans. Undoubtedly, we have to do more to help end the systematic discrimination that still continues today.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has been working on a reparations bill for quite some time now. Bill H.R. 40 would introduce a commission to begin talks on what reparations would look like here in the Houston area.
Reparations for this calamity that happened in America, this original sin. Why shouldn't you want us to be repaired? Not an indictment, but a repairing.
Congresswoman Lee says the bill has gotten bipartisan support. She believes now that Juneteenth has finally become a national holiday, this is the year that reparations bill will pass too. Sophia Ojeda, KPRC2 News.
If you have a story for our Stronger Houston series, just go to our website, click to Houston.com to submit your idea.